My name is Mikaela Lefaive, and I'm the Marketing and Media Relations Coordinator for Sainte-Marie among the Hurons. Sainte-Marie among the Hurons is a reconstructed French Jesuit mission headquarters that existed in the Midland area from about 1639 to 1649. And so it's a living history museum, which means you have people in costume. As you can see, we have heritage animals, we have crops, and the idea is that when you come here, you can experience what it would have been like in this place in that time period. Sainte-Marie is open every single day between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. until Thanksgiving weekend. So our closing date for this year is October 8th, and then we'll reopen again in early May. So when you come, it's currently $12 to get in, tax included, and you get to wander the grounds, you get to talk to people in costume. We have an interactive indoor museum, a gift shop, and we also invite school groups in. So this is a place of education where we're aiming to talk about some of the impacts of cultural contact between the Europeans and the Wendat First Nation, in addition to we have events all year long. So there's lots happening here on any given day. We would encourage you to come and check it out if you love history, but also if you're just looking for something to do with your family, with your friends. It's a great way to understand the Canadian context, and it's just a nifty experience, right? You're time traveling to 1639. For education groups, we typically welcome education groups sort of in the spring and in the fall. The spring field trips being sort of our busier season. All of our programs are curriculum driven, and we've been delivering education programs for about 50 years. So if you're a teacher and you're looking for an option for your class, this is a really great place to come and learn. So there is lots happening at Sainte-Marie this fall. The closest event is the Hometown Harvest Festival, which is such good fun. I brought my family last year, and it is an opportunity to just celebrate autumn. So we have heritage animals that you can come say hello to that I believe you might have just met earlier. We have crafts and activities for the whole family, so we'll be making candles, we'll be making bird feeders out of pine cones, roasting bannock on a fire. And then for those who are sort of already thinking about the holidays, there's a really awesome craft and vendor fair with all local artisans, all handmade items, and that happens in the Brébeuf Event Center and in the museum. So it's a good way to just kind of celebrate Thanksgiving with your family. It's happening October 7th and 8th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And tickets are available online at saintemarieamongthehurons.on.ca. They're $12 a person, tax included. So I think a steal for a great outing with your family. And then next we have, of course, First Light, which is a beloved event, I believe. Just about anyone who's come here will remember the sort of magic of a candlelit historic community. We light literally thousands of candles across this historic site, and we decorate it with fresh seasonal greenery. It's beautiful. So First Light is happening November 16th to December 2nd this year, Thursdays to Saturdays, and it's in the evening time. Again, we have a really extensive craft and vendor market. It is awesome. We usually have about 50 vendors at that one. Amazing live music happening throughout the historic site. Again, crafts for families, historical demonstrations. We typically have musket firing happening here. So if you're looking for a holiday, a way to kick off the holiday season, that is a really great option. Yeah, so Sainte-Marie's been kind of an economic driver for the Simcoe County region for decades. So we opened in the late 60s, and as I believe I mentioned earlier, we've been offering educational programs for decades, and we welcome lots of travel groups from across the world, really. And both First Light and the Hometown Harvest Festival are draws for people outside of Simcoe County. So not only do we welcome a lot of locals, our data suggests that we have a lot of people from the GTA, from Niagara, from the Muskoka region. So it's a great way to draw people to the region. And then, of course, they stay at hotels, they eat at restaurants. So yeah, we've had a tremendous impact over the decades on this region for sure. So we just marked the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, which is, I think, an important day for all Canadians. And what it was an opportunity to honor survivors and people who didn't make it from residential schools. We had a sacred fire, we rose the survivors' flag, people had an opportunity to make medicine pouches. We also have an exhibit that's going to be in our indoor museum for some time on the 94 calls to action. So if you missed the day on Saturday, you still have an opportunity to come and see that. It's beautiful. It has 94 pairs of moccasins hanging from the ceiling. There's also still an opportunity to learn online. So if you're interested in furthering your own sort of journey toward reconciliation and Canada's efforts toward truth and reconciliation, that's a really good way to do it. It's just learning from Indigenous speakers and experts. I really feel that the story of Sainte-Marie is unique. We are Ontario's earliest European settlement. The old stone masonry that remains from when they burned this place down in 1649 is some of the oldest masonry in North America. And the story of contact between the Wendat and the French is in some ways a really tragic one and a really powerful one. So not only are you getting to experience life as it would have been in this sort of pioneer existence in the early 1600s, you're also learning an integral piece of Canadian history, right? Like how these two cultures interacted, what they took from one another, and it's a story that's powerful and that will stick with you once you've come.